Hi, I'm Sophie and welcome to my world. Well, I had a unicorn party very recently and my client actually sent me this picture of this very cute little planter. And so we took that idea and turned it into our very own, and I thought I would share it with you right now. For this project, you'll need a 4-inch terracotta pot painted white, glitter paper, white felt, lilac or pink felt, scissors, yarn, a little flour, uni Posca pens in black and white, hot glue gun, and a ballpoint pen, and also the template from my website. So the first thing you would do is you would download my template and cut out these little pieces. These are for the horn and the ear. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're actually going to make our ears. So we would take this template here and fold our felt in half. Now we don't want to waste any felt, so we can cut this right down the middle here. And then you should be able to either hold this in place or take a couple pins and stick that up and through, and then just cut out the template. And as you can see, I've got my felt folded in half here so that I'm going to get 2 ears at the same time. When you get to the bottom, just cut right at that fold. And that's going to give you 2 ears. The next thing you'll want to do is cut the inner ear. So for the inside ear, we're going to use some lilac felt. And in this case, because it's not big enough to fold it this way, I'm going to be using this at the edge. So I'm not going to need to trim that center fold again. I'm just going to go up and around and up and around to get my inner ear. And the inner ear is actually going to lay right there, just about 1/4 of an inch down from the top and about 1 inch up from the bottom. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your glitter paper. Now I was able to find this really cool glitter paper, but it's only single-sided. So because of that, I'm actually going to take my piece, fold it in half. Let's see how big this is because I don't want to waste. Fold this in half. I'll save this piece for later. This glitter paper is so great. And this is where I'm going to use this pen. So I'm going to fold this over with the glitter side on the inside so that I can then take my pen, trace it around the template, up and over to the edge and down, and then I can use my scissors to cut it out. Then, when I flip it inside out, I get a perfect unicorn horn. Now we're just going to need to glue these items. So I'm going to use my hot glue gun. Of course, always be careful when using a hot glue gun because it is hot. And just run a bead of glue up and over like a letter V and close that up. And then we're just going to glue our ears. Put a little bit of glue on the back. Make sure that you are careful and don't burn through the glue, through the felt. Don't want that to be too hot on your fingers. Flip it over. Place it about 1/4 inch down from the top and 1 inch up from the bottom. Do that with your second ear. To finish off the ear, we're going to put a tiny bit of glue right on the outside edge and right down the middle. About 1.5 inches of it. And then I'm just going to pinch this shut. This is going to give me my ear shape. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one. One side and right down the middle. And pinch it shut. Now we're ready for our pot. So for our pot, we're going to make a little nose. Think about this being the unicorn's face here. We're just going to give him, oops, wait, I don't want to use, you can use a Sharpie pen, but I'm actually going to be using my Uni Posca pen. You're just going to draw 2 little nostrils down here. I'm going to draw this first one facing me so that I can make sure that I do it the right way. So we're just going to make 2 little nostrils. And then we're going to do the little eyes. You just kind of line them up, and you're just making like a little half moon, and then just give yourself some little eyelashes on the side. A little half moon and some little eyelashes on the side. There you go. Now you're going to want to glue in your ears. Now you use your face as your template for where you're going to place your ears. That looks about right. It's just right outside those eyes. Take a little glue and just place it about 1 inch outside of the eye. And I'm going to put the glue on this side. And I'm going to match on the other side, about 1 inch out. There's my eyes, and now the last thing is my horn. So I'm going to take a little bit of glue, place it right at the edge, and lining it up right in the middle there, and slide it over to make sure it's nice and straight. And there you go. Now, if you want to, this I find is a cute little additive, but you don't have to do this if you don't want to. I'm going to make a tail. And for the tail, just going to take my yarn, I'm going to wrap it around my hand 25 times. Okay, so that's wrapped around 25 times. Slip it off so you've got your circle there. And then you're just going to take a tiny piece of yarn, about 6 to 9 inches long, and slide it up and through the middle of your circle. And then tie it off with a double knot. So 1 and 2. Then snip the bottom, and that's going to give you your tail. So you can trim any of those edges that you want to, if you've got any loose edges, uneven, like that. And then you just glue the tail on the back. Now, what you want to make sure is that you're lining up the tail with the back of the unicorn horn. So that's going to be right there. Just putting a little bloop of glue right there. And glue down my tail. And there she is. Isn't she pretty? And that's all there is to making your very own unicorn planter. I really do wish I could give a shout out to the people who created the original unicorn planter, but sadly, I couldn't find the link. So do know, I saw it on Pinterest. It was sent to me by one of my clients. So I do give a shout out to whoever created this adorable idea of a unicorn planter. And I did want to show you what it looks like when you put a little plant in it. Isn't that cute? Succulents do very well. For more fun ideas, check us out at Sophie-World.com. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe so you get your videos every Wednesday and Friday. For more fun ideas, check us out, Sophie-World.com.